Hi, friends. I was not prepped for that opening. Welcome to my... Hold on, let me think about it. So yeah, I'm trying something a little bit new today, this week, with how we're doing stuff, because we're not really doing music stuff this week, other than we're putting up these back into everything. All over the walls and stuff. And we're just going to be sitting here and chilling, listening to tunes and chatting for the next couple of hours. Like, that's pretty much... It's going to be a real chill stream this whole month. We're calling it Admin Month because it's just... This is the only time that I have to actually do anything towards, like, streaming or music or anything else, and I need to do a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. So we've been doing this for nearly a year, so this month is just going to be the month of taking care of all that admin stuff that needs to happen. So, yeah, hop on into chat, hang out. We'll listen to some tunes today. We're listening to the emo channel on Pretzel. Though that might change because it seems to be just the last place you look. So we might go to some more chill tunes at that point in time. We'll see how this goes. But as you can see, I'm looking this way because over here is where my main streaming computer is, but over here is where I am streaming on YouTube, yes. Those links don't show up in my comments ever, so yes, do not, but those are mostly the comments on YouTube are spam bots right now, because I literally have no views on YouTube whatsoever. No streaming views, nothing. So, but yes, I am on YouTube, I am on Facebook, I am on Twitch, I'm everywhere. Hey Ray, how are you doing? It's been a while. And as we do that, I'm going to go fix this stuff. Yeah, I've noticed that. They show up, like... That's pretty much the only links I ever get are from stupid spam bots on YouTube. Yes, I am in a dedicated room now, sort of. It's, for the foreseeable future, is going to be the dedicated room for streaming and studio and music work. We had someone come and check out our foundation and our basement in our house, and everything's fine on that end. Our house is not going to fall on top of us, thank God, like we were potentially worried about. But there's a lot that needs to happen in the basement. For instance, if we were going to do anything, the guy who was a structural engineer even recommended, like, yeah, if you're going to do anything down here, you need to drop the floor by like a foot or two. So that's not happening anytime soon. So this room initially was the what we are calling. Hold on, let me readjust this camera so it's not such a huge thingy here. Hey, there we go. Cool. That kind of works, I guess, maybe. We initially called this the meditation room, or the witch room, because this is where we were going to have a nice chill space that was good for meditation, kind of a good for reading area, and it ended up just being storage the entire time that we've been here. So after we made that call about the basement, I basically said, hey, can I use this room? Yeah, the light above my head, yeah. It's actually not super standard because I've actually got it on lights, which I actually need to change. Let me change lighting in this room real fast. Hold on one second. Doo-ba-doo. I'm going to do that. And we're going to do that. looks a little better. But yeah, and this camera is over here now because I want to have my face be actually shown. I'm just in my tripod right now while I'm doing all the stuff here. But, okay, I can show what we've filmed so far. So I've got all the bass traps that I've gotten so far in the corners, and then we've got some behind the scenes stuff here. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and that's what we've been doing for the last few weeks. Yeah, this channel is just all the last place you look. Let me change this station real fast. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Just let you go. Turn around. This one is thick. So yeah, double check, make sure I'm in view here. Okay, cool. Everything works. This is fine. But yeah, that's what we're doing. That light above me needs to change. Yeah, how's things at your new job, Ray? I guess it's not your new job anymore. How are things at wherever you're working? How's your life been? As I get this set up so I can start doing hot blueness to it. Yeah, I know, right? I've been at my job since February, and it still feels like I've only been there for like a week. Alrighty, I'm gonna do that. Monotonous. Yeah, I mean, what are you doing right now? Is it kind of the same of like what we were doing at our last places? I really like this song. When you're working with hot glue, make sure that you're actually using it as quick as possible, or else it becomes useless. Basically the same as we were doing. Are you in charge of only yourself? That's hard. That gets real tough. And the only part of it is the responses, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm running into. So I'm in charge of the customer service wing, there's a lot that needs to happen for scaling, and scaling is going to happen within the next couple of years, and that's why I was hired on, is to figure out how to do the scaling and what's the tools and everything to utilize for that stuff. But because I'm the only one person, most of my job has been just responding. It's fun. You just gotta find the time, if you can. Or at least find the excuse to be able to tell your boss that, like, hey, I need to have the time to do this stuff. So yeah, you haven't been here for the last couple weeks, so I'll explain to you kind of what I'm doing here. So, this room is temporary, in that more than likely I'm going to be here for the very foreseeable future. But, like, there's nothing else to it. Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. You're one of the first people, Ray, who've been in my chat room for a very long time, so I have to get used to talking to chat again. So here's what I'm doing. this room is temporary, but it's also probably permanent. Like, we're probably not going to be doing anything with it. But the idea is that maybe eventually I'll move out and into my own space downstairs. So, you can't just stick this foam up on the walls just by itself. So, taking some old cardboard boxes, cutting them down, and making some cardboard strips, and I'm hot gluing to the back of the foam, and then utilizing this stuff, which is basically really strong double-sided 3M tape, putting it on the cardboard strips, and then sticking that to the wall. This room is also so super small that, let me pull up this other camera angle here. Gotta do everything left-handed. Chat for a second here. You can kind of see it on this angle. So where the blue hits the white, right about... Can I reach? I can't reach it. Okay. So where the blue hits the white on the walls is where the ceiling is, and as you can kind of tell, it's right above. It's like kind of right above my head. This room is very small. It's also very angled. So the diffusion in here is actually pretty good, but we want the sound to be absorbed as well. So we need some of this to bend around the corners. The goal is to make it bigger. They said you bring in people that gets outside of the scope of a single person, but honestly, I've done as many responses in 1 year as I did in like 2 months of our old team, and again, responding is almost the entirety of the work. Yeah, it's kind of the same with me too, where it's like, for me, it is like just outside of the scope of one person, because it's just like, for it to be effective, it's either, hey, y'all can have me just be, if I'm specifically hired on to do responses, then yeah, I can totally handle it, totally fine, but that's not what you hired me on for. Yeah, the angled ceiling, so we get to do the fun of bending this stuff across it, which is fine because it gets us a little bit of the bass trap stuff. The angled ceilings diffuses the audio a bit, and then hopefully this will absorb the rest of it, and then it will have a pretty nice balanced place for mixing and miking and music and other stuff. We'll see. I've got put up 12. I've got another 36 to put up. Yay! Forgive my mic noise. Yeah, steady progress is all it takes. The problem is that I only have about 2 to 4 hours one night a week, which is unfortunate. I wish I could have some more. I'm trying to slowly get to the point where I can, but it's just not... It's not really conducive to actually having anything done. Like, my goal for this year was to have an album done, and I got half of it done. And I am making progress, yes. Yeah, you do have to kind of remind yourself about that kind of stuff. I am definitely making progress. I am definitely much further along than where I was a month ago, and I've had this phone for almost 2 months, so... I'm going to do one real quick thing and open up my music program. Weird. Let's have an hour more, and you got done this year, and 0 songs I got done this year. So, here's the thing. When I say that I have half the album done, I mean that I've written 6 songs, of which I mean I've written 3 songs, because the other songs I have already written. It was just recording on it. But it's more, once again, more progress than where I was at the beginning of this year, so it's fine. So I didn't want to get too much further, because, ooh, you haven't seen this either. Oh my God, Ray, it's been so long. Hold on, we need the full camera angle for this one. Alright, move you, Mike. I'm gonna try and yell so that hopefully you can hear me. I'm saying this. I got this thing. This is my new baby that I got. Remember how I told you about the PRS? We were working about how my dream guitar and all that was? I had the green one ordered, and it just kept being back ordered and back ordered and back ordered and back ordered and back ordered, and it never came. And yeah, so I just ended up getting the original one that I wanted 2 years ago, which was the blue version, and it's beautiful. It sounds amazing. It makes me want to play more. I've actually been doing like guitar drills for the first time in my life ever playing guitar. Yeah, so since I've gotten this, I'm like, okay, I need to get my room sounding better, because I want to re-record everything, all the guitars on this old stuff, this new one, make it sound better. But in order to make it sound better and mix it right, I need to have the room right, so we need to do the room. So it's been a thing. And then apparently I had a hernia that almost killed me a few months ago, so. Yeah, that was an adventure. Yeah, I had a hernia that was misdiagnosed for a few weeks as a deep skin infection that ended up being an umbilical hernia that was just there and then ended up getting inflamed, and yeah, tissue died in my stomach, and I was in the hospital for a weekend and went under for about a 3-hour-long surgery while they went in there to clean everything out. Turns out the tissue got necrotic, and some of it got gangrenous. So, yeah. And ever since then, I have been so off mentally, and so off physically, and so off on everything else that it's just been like, nothing's kind of clicked until about a week ago. So that's why a lot of this stuff hasn't been happening. It was both fun and not fun. It was not fun realizing that, like, what had happened. And when I say it, like, it almost killed me, it wasn't like I was on like death's door or anything like that, but it was an uncomfortable experience that once we finally got it figured out and we found out later, I'm just like, oh, and the doctor was like, yeah, like, you're fine, everything's good, but yeah, had you waited another couple of weeks, we might have been talking about a different thing here. Yes, when I was counting babies being born, that is exactly what was happening. It was that was me in the ER trying to figure out what the hell was going on with my stomach. And it was gross. And it's also incredibly expensive. And rather depressing. So it kind of, you know what? This is an adult rated stream. It fucked me up, and I'm still kind of recovering from it a lot. There's a lot of things that I have not been able to do or have done, a lot of commitments I have not been able to do since then. Which is part of the reason why right now these streams are just like literally me just trying to be chill and doing stuff and hanging out. So thank you for joining and chatting, Ray. I appreciate it. Anywho, what was I doing? Oh yes, I remember what I was doing. Okay, we are going to pause the music and play the actual music, since we got some people here. Do a year-long retrospective of everything that I've done so far this year. Oh, that's totally fine. That happens. Internet's being shoddy and also promised girlfriend ice cream. Well, if you promised your girlfriend ice cream, like, seriously, that's more important than I am. And I'm being absolutely serious about that. It's totally fine. I do appreciate the time that you were able to give and able to be here and hang out and chat. It does make me feel better. It makes this a lot easier and a lot more fun. But yes, please go hang out with your girlfriend. Please go honor your promises. My SO and I, we have started doing regular game nights and date nights because basically time has been meaningless, and so we are just like, we need to just basically schedule out everything. But yes, go spend time with your girlfriend. But I hope everything is going well with you. I hope that in the future I can actually catch one of your streams. I keep getting your notifications, but I just, like, I'm always just like, well, I'm doing other things. So I'm glad you can pop in too. You take care, Ray. That guitar needs to be in tune. Also, aren't you unwilling? Come on. Top of that, okay. Yep. Alrighty, gotta move the mic for a second. Slide over here for a second. Okay, that's not proper. Are you moving? What's the So that was Animated Dreams. Now we're going to go to Razornom. Okay, so we're moving lights, moving things. I hope everything looks okay. Hi. Like Ray, Ray's a friend, but he distracted me. Okay. We're gonna put this over on the opposite side. Means that we need to do some adjustment over on this this side, but we put it on the opposite side because I put the cardboard on it the wrong direction. So I want to make it somewhat stylistically. So I want each. Basically, what I'm doing is so the room is basically looks like this. Here, let me get a better view of this. Basically, the room. So, where am I here? Right here. Basically, the room looks like this. Essentially, looking at it from the top down. So back here is the door, which is over this direction. Over here is a window. And what I am doing is, so here's my desk in the middle. Here's my workbench over here that we are at. Hi. Here's where my keyboards are. Little beanbag chair, all my guitars. Da 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 da. I got my two monitors, studio monitors right there. It's got the sound coming out. So, I'm working in 2x3 squares. So, each of these, right here, is 12 inches by 12 inches, so 1 by 1s. I'm working in basically 6 things. So they're coming out like that. So we've got green and black and black and green and green and black. And that's kind of how I want it to look. I want it to look that way because it's just aesthetically pleasing. Let me get a new song real fast. Mute the vocal on this one. Let this loop a little bit. we'll let this loop because I'll try to sing live over some of these. Right now, I'm explaining what's going on. So I want to do something aesthetically pleasing. Blah. So each panel I'm doing is a 2x3. We got 6 in each. I want them to alternate, you know, green, black, black, green, green, black. But then next to it, if we have one, whatever the next one is around the rotation, I want it to be the opposite. So, no, I don't. Sorry, I'm doing it wrong. Each one is that way. But because of how they're laid out on the broom, they'll look slightly different. So, also, each of them are straight. So I want some to be like this, and some to be like this, but I want to be different in each set of panels. So, for one, we might have green one, green whatever. We might have the green ones be that way, and the black ones be that way, and that one be that, like that, and that, and then I don't know what I'm doing. But then the next one with the same color layout is opposite. So what was flat is now that, and then that's that, and that's that. That way it looks different. It's added things, but it also adds to the diffusion of what happens in this. Because this foam here is not thick enough and not of the highest quality to actually do any real absorption, honestly. So what we're getting mostly out of is diffusion, which is fine in this room. Because this room is like so small that we don't really need it to be absorbed, we just need it to be diffused. We're trying to get rid of phasing, which can eliminate sounds and other things that can come in through sound waves like that. So, what happened with the last one was that the black panel was supposed to be up on the wall like this, straight, basically being perpendicular to what the floor is. But I placed the cardboard in a way so that when it was going to be on the corner, you can only fold it that way. And that glue, hot glue, is strong. You can't rip it off. So we put it over there, and we'll just replace it with the new one on this side. But that means that we need to add more for this. So, I'm going to do the same thing we did on the last one. Now, we want this to be that way. Yes, because that's me. Yes, we want it to be exactly where we want it. So, one panel there, one panel there. Like so. Take off the measurement like that. And like that. I know I said I was going to attempt to sing this live, but I forgot that I have my compressor on to drop it out, so pretty soon this is going to ruin the song. I'll shut up and we can listen to it. What is going on with my guitars? Why do they sound so out of tune? I don't know what staring at the DAW is gonna do. I'm guessing it's just the trem, and I'm just not used to playing with the trem, so I just have to get used to playing with the trem. Because I feel like my palm's probably like sitting on the trem, which is causing it to go out of tune. That's my theory, at least. Either that or my tuner's wrong. Okay, this one's called Ding. The only thing I found that actually will hold this stuff onto my walls, but like I can't get the second part off. Alrighty. Something just like that. cool. So, one thing I noticed. One thing I noticed while listening to that last song is that already this room is sounding so much better. It's bringing out things that I haven't heard in these mixes, haven't heard in how things are kind of playing together, both good and bad. So yeah, just adding a few bass traps and something like this in a very, very, very small room is really helpful. So for those of you who are doing music or getting into streaming or other audio, video, whatever things, like, I mean, this package of all this foam I have in here cost me maybe in total like $100, maybe on Amazon. Like, it's not good quality. I'm gonna break, like, it's not professional grade kind of quality, but I don't need that. I'm a hobbyist. Don't intend on making this a career, although if you don't let people know about what's going on here and, you know, get people to subscribe to my Patreon and all the other good stuff, maybe I can, and maybe I can make this more of a career. I can start doing gaming streams and all the other stuff, you know, like, yeah, that'd be cool a little bit. Speaking of which, thank you to Anthony Chapman, Leah Adams, Aisha Zubidi, and Jason Danforth, all subscribers to my Patreon. Please, patreon.com/JohnnyNero. Please go subscribe. It really does help me out. It's helped me out a lot this year. It's gotten me to be able to get this foam. It's gotten me to be able to make this room. It doesn't look like much, but seriously, this, like, having a room like this is something that I have wanted for years. For a very, very long time. And so having a room like this has been amazing. And all of my Patreon subscribers and everyone who has followed me here on Twitch and on YouTube and on Facebook this year has been incredibly helpful for that. So thank you all for doing that. Yeah, that's well, we're gonna go with that one there. That's what I want to talk about. Cool. Yeah, this next song is a cover called Rain. Yeah. Need more glue. Also, I am one follow away from 60 followers, which would be a nice even number to end the night on. So if you are watching and you have not followed me yet, even if you're not in chat, whatever, just be kind and just hit the follow button. Whatever. You don't have to hit the notification stuff. Just give me that nice even number. It'd be a great Christmas present. If I can get one more follower tonight. / maybe next week, because that's also before Christmas. So, yeah. Speaking of which, thank you to Jackknife927, who followed me today about 3 o'clock today, which was just a random follow, so thank you so much. Alright, we're almost, we got 3 more songs, but we worked, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wow! I didn't even get... It's not halfway done. I got 3/4 of the way done. Oh, I'll need another 10 minutes. 10 minutes later. Maybe another 10 minutes. 10 minutes later. Yeah, I don't even think I need ice cream tonight. Oh, wow. Well, welcome back, Ray. I hope everything's okay. I just found out probably like right as you did this, I've actually done 8 songs, and my goal for this album was to do 12. So that means I was 3/4 of the way writing. Like, so these are just all just like pure demos of just me writing the songs down. So that means that like next year I want to do 4 more songs, and then we'll get into like mixing. So actually, yeah, I'm not too awful. Although Sleep is one that I've been working on since June, like literally 6 months, because I've been reviewing tapes and stuff. And when I did the week-long streaming focus, everything's good other than you waiting 20 minutes. Well, hopefully at least my music can be entertaining, and you can at least chill out here while you're waiting. What was I going to say? Right, yeah. Sleep, which is the next song we're going to listen to, I have been just obsessing over on the streams that I've been doing music since June. And I recall that the last day of my album focus week in June or July or whenever it was starting this song, and I was not happy with it. And I've gotten happier with it since, but like, it's one of those songs that in my head it sounds incredible, and I want it to sound incredible out of my head, but I'm not able to get it to sound incredible out of my head. She got really caught up in guild stuff in a game she's hashtag gamer life. God, I remember those days. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can figure out what I want to do with this chat over here. While we're here. Make this look at least a little bit better. Maybe. You gonna let me? You gonna let me move things? Maybe. Here's what we'll do. We'll take the chat background. No, we don't want to move the emoji background. We want to move the chat background. Damn it. Yeah, that makes things a little bit more readable. There we go. That works. Yeah, and you can still see what's going on behind there a little bit. Ragnarok Online is back, by the way. It's going to be played at any point. I never played that game, but I have had friends who did, so I kind of understand that completely. Ray, that felt like that should have been that should have started with in unrelated news. Ragnarok Online is back, by the way. In joke form. I've heard about that. No, with the whole thing that's kind of gone down with Streamlabs OBS, because that's what I use. One of the things I'm hopefully going to be able to get to this month is get to the point where like a lot of people were just like, hey, just click a couple buttons and you can transfer everything from Streamlabs OBS over to regular OBS and everything will be fine. Not for someone like me who doesn't have graphic designer assistance or anything like that, where all of their backgrounds and all of the elements and assets that they use are all slobs specific. So I have to redesign my entire brand on here. So hopefully I can get through this in the next couple of weeks. And then the last half of the month we can use the streams to be able to building that out and transfer over. But once I do that, that's going to give me access to being able to use Lightstream and be streaming in here. So I might be able to do like, you know, Among Us streams or other gaming streams at that point in time. So I am trying to like make a list in the back of my head of like, okay, what games would I like to actually do as a stream if I were to do that? I think I want to do Forza. I think I want to do like a Mass Effect entire story playthrough. Same thing with BioShock. Probably City Skylines a bit because it's just that's a super chill kind of thing. Among Us, of course. Yeah, who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens in 2022. Squid Game knockoff that you and Heather have talked about putting huge group together for. I am. As long as the knockoff doesn't include the death part, I'm down. I'll be part of that huge group. But yeah, because I don't have access, like, I'm going to need to build a new computer probably in the next year. That's probably going to be a stream of me building a new computer once I can actually get my hands on a graphics card. But until then, I want to use Lightstream, which means I'm going to be using console streaming games. So it's a video game. You don't die in real life if you die in the game either. Ah, well, okay. What is that from? That is from a specific franchise. It's not The Matrix, because The Matrix is not like if you die in the game, you die in real life. But I feel like that's from a very specific thing. Yeah, and since I'm primarily a console player, being able to use Lightstream in that way, that's like going to be easy with OBS. You know, which was kind of the whole thing that kind of started the whole Slobs thing, is because they basically ripped off Lightstream entirely, and Lightstream was just like, hey, yo, like, what? Hold on. And then looking at it, just like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to support this. And it really is just kind of OBS, but it makes it so incredibly convenient for people like me who don't have the time to do that branding themselves. But now that I'm going to make that move, that's going to allow me to actually do more console streaming in better ways. Anyway, here's Sleep. For a second, I thought I did this wrong again. No worries. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think it is just like a random quote that is just ubiquitous now. So everyone's like calls it out as if it's a quote from like a specific movie, but it actually isn't. It's just a random one. So let's refer back to our diagram here to let you know like what we're doing and where we're at and why this is happening. So a few things, and I'm going to turn down my side. So here we are back here on this diagram. If I can do this without the camera being bad. Turn it up a little bit here. So what we start with is the bass traps in these corners. And that's where you kind of need to have the most sound, especially in small rooms, because it's in the corners where the bass happens, and that's where your sound is really going to get kind of messed up. A lot of times, especially in small rooms like mine, you can get away with just having corner bass traps like that, and you'll be fine. I like a room that is dead. I like a dead room. I like adding stuff in post-processing afterwards. Just because since I do a mixture of electronic and natural mic'd type of sounds, having a dead room allows me to do some extra processing on like my guitars or any of the other instruments or vocals that I want to do, without kind of messing it or mucking it up too much. So, and not to mention that when I'm not doing music, I like a dead room because it's just like it's synesthetically pleasing to me. I don't know if that's an actual word, but I've made it up. Because it sounds like the feeling of a cozy weighted blanket on me. The way that a dead room sounds like to me, at least like a dead like recording studio, is just incredibly comforting. When I was when I just got out of high school and I was really heavy into music, I spent a lot of time in some studios like that, and it's just, oh God, I love it. And like right now, I can even hear a little bit of reverb on this end coming off here because it's like right here in this corner. See where I'm pointing. If we're looking at the diagram, in this corner back here, right there is some pretty bad reverb, which once we do this initial treatment, I'm gonna have to see if I've actually helped that there. But it's cozy, and so I feel like I can come up here, close my door, be here at my computer, watch some YouTube, listen to music, sit in my beanbag chair over there, read a book, surf the web, whatever, and just kind of chill out, which is part of the reason I'm also doing this and trying to make the acoustic stuff aesthetically pleasing. But all that being said, here is what we've done so far, and this is the method to the madness. So the bass traps in the corners is the first thing that you do anytime that you treat a room for audio, because a lot of the times that's your biggest problem. Is your bass, is the low frequencies that are bouncing back and forth. They are the easiest to be able to phase things out of. You will eliminate it's weird. It is entirely weird at how, like, I listened to my first album, Experimentations, and I listened to it in these speakers, especially in this room, and I'm just like, there are things that I am not hearing that I know I was hearing when I was mixing it, because I was mixing it on shitty headphones at that point in time. And I am not hearing it anymore in these things. And part of it is because of phasing. When I'm listening to it in headphones, they're all super isolated, so it all works out and everything is mixed the way that I want it to mix. When you put it into a natural world and you put it into the room, sound reflections come back and they phase everything out. So the bass that I have in there that's like super booming, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds really good, is no longer super booming because the audio reflections, I've somehow found that perfect pocket that if you're not listening to it in headphones, it'll get canceled out by its own sound waves. That's how it goes. So we eliminate the bass frequencies first, as much as we can. Then we do first reflection points. So right now we have it. Behind it, I have, right behind my monitors, one of these sections, one of these panels of stuff. And because the room's so small, it's weird. And it's off of windows and other things. And I'm going to need to get curtains to make that work. Now what we're working on tonight are second reflection points, which are actually technically first reflection points, but I call them secondary, because the first ones are always going to be the closest to the monitors, which are the ones right behind the wall. Got rid of that. So now, when the sound comes out, it's going to bounce off the walls. So we're trying to put a panel on each of the walls right where it hits. Kills it there. There's still going to be some bouncing off of that. So then the next one after that, which will probably be next week, are the back walls. And then, on top of that, will be right above where I sit to listen on the ceiling. And after that, if my math is correct, I should have 6 panels left. 6 1x1 panels left. And then we'll see what we'll want to do. More than likely, I'll try to put it on the door behind me to see if I can kill some of the sound that's going down the hallway. Because if I have this door open, the sound goes right down the hallway, bounces off the wall in the back, and then goes right down the stairs into the downstairs area where we can be in the bedroom or in my wife's office, and you can hear clearly everything that is happening in this room, no matter how loud I have it set up. So yeah, that's the method to my madness. That's what we're doing, and that's why over here we have this weird setup. And what's cool about this, about putting the panels on here like they are, which are kind of bending across the corner, is that they also serve to be, since this room is small and angled, you have these corners in which the low frequencies get trapped a lot. So having them bending across the corners in that frame also do a little bit of bass trap. So we also kind of kill a little bit of the frequencies there. That's the method to the madness. And we will get back to it. And I'm going to turn my music on. During this whole time, you've been listening to it, and I haven't. So we'll have to suffer through it one more time. This one's going in the top left. So this one's going up on the ceiling, technically. So with this song, I want to write the Game Boy song, and I want to get my lyrics down correctly, which I've gotten, like, I have an idea for what's happening with the lyrics, but it's not solidified yet. The moment I did this guitar solo, I'm like, this song needs to be on the album. I gotta figure out a way to make it on the album. extra foam that I have, I will probably have to put some extra stuff on the ceilings here. The way that it's looking. Also, what I'm trying to do, like, while I'm working during the day, is just at least slice up the cardboard so it's like it's ready to be glued at the end of the day. To pop it up there. Make it work the best way. Oops, sorry about that. Did not realize where the mic was. Come on. Stay on there. That one's going to be a problem. Okay, so that one was called Sleep, which is kind of a tentative title. This one I'm calling right now Hot Snakes, which is also a tentative title, just because it reminds me of the band Hot Snakes. This is actually the first song that I worked on this stream. Take away the lyrics, please. Don't take away the vocals off of that. I'm not ready nor confident in my vocals on this song yet for anyone to hear it. Sorry. I wanted to double up the guitars on that because it was just one track, just to see what it would sound like. And I had to make a note to let my future me know that I didn't naturally double up the guitars. I just copied and pasted. Which is a weird thing, because, like, if you copy and paste guitars, it's not the same as if you re-record them. Even if you are the most perfect person at re-recording guitars, it's not the same. So I don't like doing it unless just, like, prove a point or do, like, some mixing to make sure everything's balanced, which is where we're at right now. Yeah, that's working. Guitar's not working. I'm gonna sing live on this one. I'm trying to sing live on this one. I don't know if y'all hear me. Can I take a break? Just a second, please. I'd appreciate if I could not get on my knees. lyrics to the song, so I'm not gonna actually sing the rest of it. But holy crap, does that not bang? Is that not the makings of a banger right there? Oh, I just gotta get the mix right. I'm sorry, I gotta do some mixing on the drums here real fast. That is just the kick. Okay. Cool. God, I'm pushing my processor on this. God, I need a better guitar. Let's see how that whole thing sounds like. What that whole thing sounds like. I think this one I'm going to have to double up the Game Boy drums with actual drums. Actual drums. Pardon the mic noise. Pardon the camera music. Because next place where that fabric's going to go is right behind the table there. Yeah, that's gonna be a song I obsess with next year. God, that sounds good so far right now. That's not that true tempo. Also, that's not the true tempo. Cool. I do have the vocals in this one. I'm actually proud of the vocals in this one. Hey you, let's go running through snow. No shoes, no coat, just booze and hope. Hey you, let's go diving down below. No tanks, no suits, just me and you. Some people call it crazy. Some may be even lazy. But storming through the den of questioning. I'm gonna get rid of the backing vocals. We're gonna listen to this one again without the vocals because just I love what I did on the Game Boy track. Just us and friends. Hey you, let's go party like before. No cares, no debts, just dreams, no regrets. Some people call it crazy. Some maybe even lazy. Yeah, gonna need to redo those. I'm going to mute all the vocals. I was way off when I recorded these. Make sure that works. All right, fine. All right, got a third panel up. Okay. We're running out of double-sided tape again. that is... Yes, that's how I want it. That's my best Game Boy work to date. What else do I have here? Let's see here. What's this? Let's listen to all the other things that we've made this year, because we got 13 minutes left. Sure, why not? So these are all the little snippets and things that we've done the rest of this year. Go ahead and do both. Why not? Let's try both. Actually, let's not try both. It's this one. God, I almost forgot about this song. Come on, tape. Once again, this is the best tape I've found for putting this stuff up, but like taking the backs off of it is just a pain. Come on, you. All right. Drastic measures. Be very careful. Oh yeah. Okay, pop this up. There, and I want you up there, and like that. Okay. And that'll work for now. That's fine. All right. Why is the mic right in front of the camera? Hi. Okay. How much time I got? I could probably do a little bit more. Let's see. Let's finish this panel. Let's finish this side panel, the second reflection point. Let's do that tonight. Let's do that. All right. Which means I need 2 black and 2 green. From the pile. Cool. They're all essentially on flat ground, except for over there by the door, which is going to be green. So work on that one, because that one is a bit weird. So where do we need this to be at? There. About halfway through the second one. All right. I'll put one there. there. Okay. Which means we need to cut this off. Just eliminating all of my personal information. Give me a moment. What we are listening to is, since we are coming up on the 1-year anniversary of me streaming, these are all the noodly stuff that I have done so far this year, outside of the actually recorded and written songs that we just got done listening to. Some of it gets very weird. I apologize. Okay, so on the green side, let's take the tape off of this one. So we'll do this for the trim of the door that's over there. So you don't want to make it perfectly flush. So what I typically do is, depending on what I want to do with it, is I'll take my knife like this and just set it so I can flip it up, and that's where I want to kind of put it inside the line. For the larger pieces, if I'm doing a full square, I'll start here and then flip it over, and then that's where I want it to be. But from here, I kind of want it to be there, so it's inside the boundaries of the foam, so it's not right on the edge. That way, that makes it work. So we know we want that to be right about there-ish. Not quite on the edge, but kind of on the edge to allow for the door trim. Come on. Yeah, do it fast. Perfect. All right, cool. I want to do something equal on that side. Go with the 2. Yeah, no, we'll do 2.5 on that one as well. Make that work that way. It's going to be a little bendy, but it'll be fine. Mark that off there. All right, we're going to see how far we can get in 3 minutes. Slowly getting faster with this every week. We're running out of tape. Nope, I think we're just going to go until the tape runs out. And then I'll order more tape for next week. Right about there. Come on. Go. We still got a little bit of tape left, so we're going to mark off this last one here. Make it a full square. Stuff. That's how I was going to get rid of that. Do that there. 1/2 for one square, 1/2 for another square. Do we have enough tape? We shall see. Have enough tape for one, so we're going to do one. We're going to glue both of them, and then I'm going to order more tape. I'm going to order 2 more rolls of tape just to be safe. What did that get us through? That got us through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 12, 22. I need another 26 on top of that. So I think I'm going to order 3 rolls of tape. No, I'll order 2, and we'll see where we're at with there. 'Cause maybe I can get by with 2 if I'm... What's the word? Diligent about the amount that I use. Okay. First off, we are going to put this on as is. We're going to change songs. God, what was this? A theme song to a podcast that never came to fruition. Oh God, yeah. No IQ. Yeah, I remember this one. Why do I have to keep using the blade for this? God, that song's really repetitive, but I like it. God, I forgot how good this song was, even though it is super repetitive. Alright. So we're out of tape. We've still got one piece that we can hot glue to another thing. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to end the stream. Then we're going to mark this, which is side wall, left monitor, top right. That way, when I get more tape, can add it to it later, we'll know where we're gonna go. But we're not gonna end it there because this glue is coming off. So we're gonna add some more glue. Alright. So. So y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week, for hanging out while I've been doing this. I know it's kind of boring, we're just kind of listening to music and stuff like that and just chatting for right now, but it's stuff that I needed to do. So, we've been here for almost a year. I want to get this stuff taken care of so that in 2022 I can provide better shows and better streams, and maybe we can grow this community. Please, 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 if you haven't already, give me a follow here on Twitch. I am at 59 followers. Get me to 60, please. Or go subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/JohnnyNero. Like Aisha Zubidi, Leah Adams, Anthony Chapman, and Jason Danforth all have. Thank you all so much for your support and your help here. I will be back here next week. We'll be doing an extra stream for my Patreon subscribers, for those of you who subscribe at the higher level. And then we'll be back here more than likely, still building out the studio, but who knows, maybe we'll be done by it. Maybe I'll have some time this weekend to be able to finish it off. Don't know. But yeah. And if so, we'll probably be working on like overlays and stuff like that. So more chatting and things like that. Totally understand. But seriously, when y'all do come and hang out, it makes it that much more fun for me. It makes it that much more awesome. So, and y'all are awesome. So I will see y'all later. I hope you all have a good week. I'll see you next week. And if I don't see you next week, have a happy holiday, whatever holiday that you decide to celebrate during this time. I hope everyone is safe, everyone is healthy, and y'all take care of yourselves, alright? We'll see you later. This is not the most flattering angle to end the stream on. Bye! Bye!